Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, 5th Chapter, text number 1, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 6th of September, 1973, in Stockholm, Sweden.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatan.
Nice instruction by Rsabhadeva. Rsabhadeva was incarnation of God. He was instructing his sons before retirement. He is instructing, Ayam Deha, this body, Deho Bhajang Niloke. Deho Bhajang means one who has accepted this material body. Actually, this body has no existence. It is simply a covering. Therefore it is called Maya. Everyone we have got experience that at night we forget this body. We act in a different body in dream. At night we feel there is no existence of this body. And at night, dreaming, we get another body, walking in a different place, creating a different situation, acting in a different body. It is a fact every day, every night we see it. And during the daytime, we forget that night body. So, actually, we are possessing the gross body and the subtle body. When we act on the subtle body, the gross body is no longer existing. And when we walk in the gross body, the subtle body is not existing. But I am existing. I am existing both in the subtle body and gross body. This day's body is also a dream. But we are so foolish that we do not understand. Mad, we are mad after. Therefore, this subtle body and gross body, and they are vanishing at daytime and night time, the cats and dogs cannot understand. But a man, if he has got cool brain, he can understand. Nayam deha deho bhajang niloke kastan kaman arhati virvujang. This daytime or night time, we work so hard. But what is the aim? Aim is to satisfy sense. Ask these people all over the world, especially in the Western country, they are making so many plans. Yesterday when we were coming by the plane, the whole 2 hours one man was working, making some calculation. So everybody is busy, very, very busy. But if we ask him, why you are working so hard, what is the aim? The aim, he has nothing to say except sense gratification. That's all. He has no more aim. He may think that I have got a big family, I have to maintain them, or I have got so much responsibility. But what is that? That is simply sense gratification. Even we manufacture so many isms, philanthropism, humanitarianism, nationalism, socialism, so many. But what are these isms? That is also sense gratification. I satisfy my senses. I want to see that the senses of my brother, senses of my sister, senses of my friends, or senses of my society people, or my nation, countrymen, they are satisfied. The business is sense gratification. Just like in our country, we got Mahatma Gandhi. So he's supposed to be father of the nation. There are many leaders in different countries. But if we have to take account of their business, it is sense gratification. That's all. Extended sense gratification. Just like Marx. What is his name?
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx. He is thinking how the laborer, the worker, their senses will be gratified. That is his philosophy. Is it not? He is thinking that the capitalist, they are satisfying only their senses luxuriously. Why not the laborers who are actually working? That is his philosophy. The central point is sense gratification. Just try to understand. The whole world is busy in different labels, but the central point is sense gratification. That's all. Is anybody has anything to say against this? Here, present. But here Rsabhadeva says, Niloke kastana kaman arhate, na arhate. Na ayam deha deho bhajang niloke kastana kaman arhate virbhujang je. Such kind of hard work, it is done by the dogs and hogs also. So does it mean that we shall have to work? We have got this human form of body and we have to work just like dogs and hogs? Actually they are doing so. Nothing more than that. The dogs and hogs, they are busy whole day and night for the same thing. How to eat, how to sleep, how to have sex life, how to repent. The man is also working in the same way, under different level only, nationalism, socialism, this ism, that ism. But the action of the dog and hog and the human society, so-called civilized, the point is the same. So Rsabhadeva says that the dogs and hogs, they are working so hard for sense gratification, but this human form of body is not meant for that. It is for different purpose. That the modern civilization, they do not know that. Modern man, society, they do not know. They simply think that, yes, dog is sleeping on the street, we must have very nice building, very nice apartment, very nice bedstead. That is advancement of civilization. Others say it is primitive. If we remain in the same standard, sleeping anywhere without any furniture, but after all the subject matter is sleeping. Nothing more than that. Similarly you take eating also and mating also. Then the question will be, then what do you say the human life is meant for? The answer is tapo divyanga kajina sattam suddhe. Human life is meant for tapasya. Tapasya. Tapasya means austerity. Denying this. Denying. The cats and dogs are satisfied as they eat more. They think they are enjoying. Nowadays the human being also, they are using so many appetizers, drinking. We study this in the aeroplane. Before eating, they supply wine, makes the appetite very strong, and then eat so much. Huge quantity. You have marked it? So that is their enjoyment. But Rsabhadeva says, or the Shastra says, no. You should not eat at all. That is your purpose. Just see. These animal like men, they are eating so much, they are enjoying. But your business should be to decrease up to the point of need, no more. So are they prepared? No. It is very difficult. But that is the aim. Therefore you will find those who are for spiritual advantage, like Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami belonged to a very rich man's son. His father and uncle were very rich men. 500 years ago, the income was 12 lakhs of rupees per annum. Then 1,100,000 of rupees. I think at the present moment the value has increased 100,000 times. Yes. Within our life we see, in our childhood or boyhood we have seen, rice was selling at 3 rupees 4 annas, first class rice. My father used to purchase 15 months of rice at a time. And the cost was 3 rupees 4 annas. Just like cumin seeds, so fine. First class rice. Now that first class rice, at least in India, no more available. Because all first class rice is exported. Indian government wants exchange. They want to get machine. So in exchange of machine, they are sending all nice food stuff outside. In killing the cows, they are sending meat, skin. With Russia they have got agreement. So the Raghunath Das Goswami's father's income was 100,000 rupees per month. Now I have heard that sometimes in 1 rupee they are selling 9 months of rice. So anyway, Raghunath Das Goswami, the point is Raghunath Das Goswami was very, very rich man's son, only son, and had very beautiful wife. The father saw that this boy is a little restless, he is very much attracted with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, he wants to join. So he will go away from home. So let him have a very beautiful wife, so that he may not go away. So rich man get a beautiful wife is not a very difficult thing. He got. And a special house, garden house, and with guard, so that the sun may not go away. This was the position of Raghunath Das Goswami. Now one day Raghunath Das Goswami, at that time he was not Goswami, Raghunath. Raghunath's mother was advising her husband, or Raghunath's father, why don't you settle him? As old man, she was suggesting that better just lying in prison house they are locked up in iron chain. Say, let it do for my son, so that he will not be able to go. So the father was replying, you mad old man, don't you see I have given her such a nice white shackle, he is not attached at all. And what this iron shackle will do? This was Raghunath Das Goswami. After all, Raghunath Das Goswami, somehow or other, in spite of vigilance of the father and mother, he left home and joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannath Puri. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very glad that Raghunath has come. So his father thought that the boy has gone away, he is not inclined, so he may not suffer for want of money. So he sent 4 servants and 400 rupees per month expenditure for Raghunath. So Raghunath Das Goswami in the beginning was accepting that 400 rupees, but what he was doing, he was spending by inviting all the sannyasis, including Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So gradually Raghunath Das Goswami said that all his men, father's men, you better go home, I don't want your assistance. I don't want this money. Well, the master said they went back. And there was no invitation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired his personal secretary, Sarup Damodar. So Raghunath Das Goswami was entrusted for training to Sarup Damodar. He asked Sarup Damodar, we don't receive any invitation from Raghunath nowadays. What is that? No, he has refused his father's money. He doesn't take. These men have gone back. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, that's very nice. He became a mendicant by taking help from home. It is not good. He has refused. That's very nice. But how is eating nowadays? Now he is standing on the staircase of Jagannath temple. When the priests go home, they give him some contribution of the food stuff. He is maintaining. Then after a few days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from Sarudam, oh, nowadays I don't find Raghunath standing there. What is doing? Sarup Damodar replied that Raghunath has given up that business standing on this. He thought that he is standing like prostitute. No, I don't want. Then how is eating? Now he collects some rice which is washed away from the kitchen and he eats them. Raghunath Das Goswami was doing that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one day went to his place and he was searching, just he was encouraging, he was searching. He saw there is a small pot, some rice is kept. So, Raghunath, what is this? Began to eat. Oh, it is very nice. You eat such nice things, you do not invite us. Raghunath Das Goswami said, it is not for you, don't take it. No, it is very nice. In this way, Raghunath Das Goswami increased. And later on, when after departure of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to live in Vrindavan with the 6 Goswamis, he is also one of the Goswamis. He was taking 3 times bathing, but not eating. Every alternate days, he will take a little buttermilk, that's all. This is called tapasya, austerity. Coming to the point of need, no more. No more sleeping, no more sex life, no more defense. This is perfection. Who will accept this? And therefore Rsabhadeva says, Aham deva deva bhajang to collect for eating, sleeping and mating, whole day and night working, this is not good. Then what is good? Tapa. Tapo dibbang putrakajena sattam suddhe. Sattam means your existence has to be purified. Our existence, this existence is not purified. Therefore we have got this material body. Now what is the disadvantage? Let us have this material we are enjoying very nicely. What is it? Bad. But these rascals, they have no idea that we can avoid the, miserable condition of this body. We can avoid. This, in the Bhagavad Gita it is said that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Dosana. But they do not know that this is unhappiness, this is distress. They are so callous, just like animals. They cannot think that there is possibility of not being slaughtered. When they are taken in the slaughterhouse, they agree to go because they know there is no other way. We have been meant for being slaughtered. Actually, that is the position. The poor animals, they have no power to protest, neither combinedly they can give a fighting to the human being. You see, 100 cows are being driven by one boy or one man. They are so helpless. If they combine with their horns, they can immediately kill that man. But they have no intelligence. They do not know how to fight. Sometimes they fight. But this is position of the rascals and fools. Take the example, one cow or one bull is quite strong enough to kill 10 men. He has got so much strength. But because he has no intelligence, because he is animal, hundreds of cows and bulls are being driven by one man to the slaughter. So this intelligence, that is the difference between the animal and the man. If 100 men was being taken like that, immediately the man who was taken to kill them, immediate. Why 110 men would have been sufficient? Or 2 men would have been sufficient, strong men. They would not tolerate. Similarly, we are also being driven by the laws of nature to accept these inconveniences, repetition of birth, death, old age and death. But at the present moment, why at the present moment always, these people, these rascal people, they do not know that we can be rescued from this repetition of birth, death, old age and disease. They have no idea. And that is civilization. How to get out of this birth, death, old age and disease? Very simple. But nobody knows, scientist, no philosopher, no politician. They can conceive that there is such possibility. In the Bhagavad Gita, therefore, it is said, Jamhina vatantete purusham purusarsava samo sukha dukkham dhiram samritataya kalpate. Amritat. Amritat means no more birth, no more death. No more birth, no more death, no more disease, no more old age. That is called Amrita. Amrita means eternity or immortality. Hiranyakashipu tried. Hiranyakashipu, you know Prahlad Maharaj's father. He was defeated by the demigods. Therefore he left home and went for tapasya to become immortal. So he was a demon. So he was undergoing tapasya, other demigods, not Krishna, because he was against Krishna. Demons means against God. So they will never go to God. They will go to somebody else for power. So Hiranyakashipu, when Brahma visited, that why you are undergoing so severe tapasya, that the whole world is trembling by your tapasya. What do you want? So he said, I want to become immortal. Brahma said, that is not in my power, because myself is not also immortal. How can I give immortality? So he was a demon. He thought by cheating Brahma, indirect way, he took all the benediction that I shall not die killed by any man, any demigod, any animal, or any living being. I shall not die in daytime, I shall not die at night, I shall not die in the sky, I shall not die on the land, I shall not die in water. In this way, as much as possible, by the definition of negation, not this, not this, not this, he thought, now I become immortal. But he was also killed by Nrsimhadev, keeping all the promises of Brahma. He was not killed at daytime, neither at night. He was not killed on water, he was not killed in the sky. He was killed on the lap of the Lord. In this way, actually, even the demons in those days, they were thinking, so why should we be subjected to these laws of birth, death and disease? We must rescue. But the demons cannot. But there is possibility. But who knows? Ask anybody, ask any scientist, philosopher, that have you any process by which we can become immortal? What they will answer? Up to that we have no such process, but we are trying in future. They will say like that. But no question of future. Immediately you can have. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Janma karma me dibam jo janati tattata takta dehang punarjanma naiti. Krishna says, simply, if somebody knows what I am, what is my activity, janma, why do I appear in this material world, janma karma, he appears like human being, not exactly, but it is supposed that he accepts one father and mother and he appears, Devaki Vasudeva. But that is not ordinary thing. Here also it is said that you undergo tapasya, but not like Hiranyakashipu for cheating Brahma, dibbam, for understanding God. Just like Krishna says, janma karma me dibbam, translated, jo janati tat. Simply to understand Krishna, his transcendental position, if you try to understand, then Krishna says, what is the result? Janma karma me dibbam jo janati tattata. So here it is summarized that he does not take any more birth within this material world. That is Krishna consciousness movement. Just to give people a chance to understand Krishna, then he becomes immortal. And that is the mission of life. Not that to enjoy sense gratification in a polished way, but the business is the same as the dogs and hogs enjoy. That is instructed here. Nayang deha dehu bhajang loki kastan kaman arhati bir bhujang. Bir bhujang means the pigs who eat stool. They are also enjoying like that. They have got very free sex enjoyment. They do not care with mother, with sister, with anyone. You have seen, that is, nature has got examples. Everything you can study. You will find in Srimad Bhagavatam that by studying nature you can get so many instructions, perfect. So one devotee made the nature his spiritual master, studying nature and getting so much information. So if you study like that, here as it is given the example, Birbhujang. So Birbhujang means the pigs or the hog, they are also eating nicely, getting fat and having sex intercourse very freely. So does it mean that human being is also meant for this business like the hogs and dogs? This is the instruction. This body is not meant for such enjoyment of the senses, but this body is meant for tapo, austerity, as Raghunath Das Goswami showed example. He came to the point of need. How to come to that point? Tapasya. Why? Now, by that process, your existential position will be purified. And if you say, what is the use of purifying? There is use, because you want happiness. But your happiness is disturbed. You cannot have perpetual, uninterrupted happiness in this body. Therefore, if you really want happiness, then you purify your existence and you get continued eternal happiness of bliss and knowledge. This should be the aim of human life. Thank you very much.